In my clean out, there really isn't a whole lot of creosote. When I stick the mirror in here, you can see the chimney actually is open pretty good. But it does good to make sure that it's cleaned out. I am not going to lie, I do not like ladders at all. So what I did is I parked my truck here and I stepped on the side and climbed up, and that's how I get up and down onto the roof. In this part of the video, I am struggling at the beginning to get the brush to go down, as there was a bunch of buildup. Once I finally got it to go down in, I would push some, wait until I heard the stuff finish falling, and then I'd go down a little more. And I actually had two areas that were problem areas that I really had to struggle to get the brush through. But all in all, the video won't show it, but 4 times I took the brush all the way down and back up before I didn't hear anything else falling down. Usually I like to do this twice a year. It's usually September, October. We do it, getting it ready for the winter season, and then I like to do it again around February, March. We're a little late this year, but it all depends on the weather. I will say this would have been much easier had I been about a foot taller. quite a bit of creosote that came out that I will just clean out. I ended up with a bucket full. So, alright guys, I have to admit, it's been about 3 days since I did the chimney upstairs. While I was up on the roof, I started getting sick, ended up with the crud, and needless to say, I spent 3 days on the couch. So now I'm going to finish cleaning the chimney, and even though we did the upper part, we still have to do down here. We put tees in to make it easier to clean. So I've got the chute opened, and now we put tees in, and I'm going to take that cap off and we're going to see how bad it is in there. So I took the 2 screws out, and it sounds pretty full. I had to use some muscle to help pry it to start, but oh yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Just in the cap alone. I'm going to take my brush I'm going to have a mess coming both ways. I got a bucket down here that is helping to catch it. Yeah. That is. All right. So that looks pretty good now. That was pretty bad. But I will get that soot cleaned out, and then we'll go on to the next area. One thing I should tell you is the cap. I cleaned that as well. I used a chisel and just scrape around. And then I'm just going to line the holes back up, pound the cap back in, put the screws in, then we're headed to the next section. So again, we have a T for a way to help clean it out. This one, as you can see, is a little more tricky. I had wood piled here, so I'm going to have to try and straddle it, but it's the same effect. Take the screws off, take the cap off, and clean it out. Have the screws undone. That came off pretty easy. Some gunk there. Let's use the brush. Oh gosh, yeah. let's clean up the lid, and then I'll show you what we got. This is my big bucket, and there's actually quite a bit. I myself would prefer not to do this. I would have loved to have somebody else do it for me. Unfortunately, the weather would not cooperate when my kids are around and available. Therefore, I had to do it when I could. Unfortunately, it happens. But, yeah, that was actually my first time of actually doing all of it completely by myself. Gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself to remembering a couple things I called my kid and double checked on. But, yeah. I am pretty proud of myself for being able to do it. Do I want to have to do it again by myself? Absolutely not. Not gonna lie. I would much prefer somebody else to be running that brush. But it is what it is, and we do what we gotta do. I like to, even though you can buy things to put into the fire to help clean it, I do that, but you still have to clean your chimneys. It's preventative maintenance, it's safety. The last thing I want is to have my house burned down. I mean, come on folks, we've been having a lot of fires around us lately, and had things been taken care of, who knows, maybe some of them wouldn't have happened. You don't know. That's one thing about life. But this horrible chore is complete now. It's going to be nice for a while, so don't have to start a fire. One thing I do is our fire department was giving out free fire extinguishers. And so I do keep one right down here, handy. And it's within 10 feet of me right now. So, alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember folks, keep an eye on your chimneys. Clean them out. If you have to get somebody to come help you, make sure you do. And thank you, fire department, for the fire extinguisher for the extra safety. So I will catch you all on the next video. Have a good one. Toodles!